Hey there, coin collectors and treasure hunters. Have you ever held a 1971 Kennedy $half in your hand and thought, what if this thing is worth a fortune? Well, guess what? Some of these coins are selling for over $1 million. That's right, a single coin could change your life. Now, before you go digging through your old jars of change or raiding your grandpa's coin collection, let me walk you through what makes this coin so valuable. We'll break down the rare errors, the key factors that push a simple $half into 6 or even 7 figures, and how to tell if you have one sitting in your pocket right now. So, grab a cup of coffee, get comfortable, and let's dive into the 1971 Kennedy $half that could make you rich. The story behind the 1971 Kennedy $half. Back in 1971, the U.S. Mint stopped using 90% silver in Kennedy $half. From then on, they were made of a copper-nickel blend. But here's where things get interesting. A few 1971 $half were accidentally struck on leftover 40% silver planchets from the previous year. These rare mistakes are what make some of these coins worth a life-changing amount of money. Now, imagine this. Some worker at the Denver Mint in 1971 was loading up blank planchets for the New Year's production. But oops, a few old silver planchets from 1970 got mixed in. Those planchets went through the minting process, got stamped with the 1971 design, and then got tossed into circulation without anyone noticing. Fast forward 50+ years, and here we are, hunting for these ultra-rare coins. How to identify a $1 million 1971 Kennedy $half. Alright, now let's get to the part you've been waiting for. How do you know if you have one of these rare coins? Grab your 1971 Kennedy $half and look at the edge. If you see a solid silver color all the way around, that's a good sign. Regular 1971 $half will show a copper stripe in the middle because they're made of copper and nickel. But if yours is solid silver in color, you might have one of the rare errors. The standard 1971 Kennedy $half weighs 11.34 grams because it's made of copper nickel. But the rare silver planchet error coins weigh 11.5 grams. That tiny difference could mean $1 million payday. If you don't have a coin scale, don't worry. You can get one online for less than $20, and trust me, it's worth it if you're checking old coins. Silver is not magnetic, but nickel is. If your coin sticks to a magnet, it's definitely not silver. But if it doesn't stick, you're still in the game. Drop your coin gently on a table and listen. Silver coins have a high-pitched ring when they hit a hard surface. Regular copper-nickel coins sound duller. It's not the most scientific method, but if your coin rings like a silver bell, it might be worth a closer look. If your coin passes all these tests, it's time to call in the experts. Take your coin to a professional grading service like PCGS or NGC. These are the folks who will officially confirm whether you have a silver planchet error, and if you do, you might be sitting on $1 million treasure. Real-life examples of 1971 $half selling for big money. Now, you might be thinking, okay, but has anyone actually sold one of these for $1 million? Yes. One of these rare silver planchet errors was discovered and sold for over $1 million at auction. And the crazy part? It was just sitting in someone's collection for decades before they realized what they had. Another example, several 1971 $half in high grades have sold for thousands of dollars. Even if yours isn't the $1 million jackpot, it could still be worth hundreds or thousands if it's in great shape. I've seen it happen too many times. Someone finds a rare coin but makes a huge mistake and loses out on a fortune. Never, and I mean never, clean your coins. I don't care if it looks dirty, leave it alone. Cleaning a rare coin can cut its value in half or even worse, make it worthless. If you find a valuable coin, don't rush to sell it for a quick buck. Do your research, get it authenticated, and sell it through a reputable auction house. The right buyer can mean tens of thousands more in your pocket. Many people assume their 1971 Kennedy $half is just pocket change and never bother to check. Don't be that person. Take 5 minutes to check your coins. You never know what you might have. Alright, folks. Now that you know the secret to spotting a rare 1971 D. Kennedy half dollar, it's time to start looking. Go check your coin jars, your dresser drawers, and your old collections. You might be holding a fortune without even realizing it. Get it checked by the pros. It could be the best decision you ever make. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to like, subscribe, and drop a comment if you have any interesting coin finds. And remember, the next time you get a half dollar in your change, take a second look. It might just be your lucky day. Hello, fellow coin enthusiasts. Today, we're diving deep into the fascinating world of the 1997 D. Kennedy half dollar. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just starting out, understanding the nuances of this coin can enhance your appreciation and potentially your collection's value. Introduction to the 1997 D. Kennedy half dollar. The Kennedy half dollar series began in 1964, honoring President John F. Kennedy after his assassination. By 1997, the coin had transitioned from a silver composition to a copper-nickel clad, primarily due to rising silver prices and changes in monetary policies. The 1997 D variant was minted at the Denver Mint, with a total mintage of 19,876,000 coins. The coin's obverse features a left-facing portrait of President Kennedy, designed by Gilroy Roberts. The reverse showcases the presidential seal, an intricate design. By the value of a 1997 D. Kennedy half dollar largely depends on its condition, assessed using the Sheldon scale, which ranges from poor, P1, to mint state perfect, MS 70. Typically worth between 50 cents to $1. These coins have been used in everyday transactions and show signs of wear. Coins that haven't entered circulation and lack wear. It's important to note that while these values provide a general guideline, actual market prices can vary based on factors like demand, market conditions, and individual coin characteristics. While the 1997 D. Kennedy half dollar isn't typically associated with astronomical values, there have been notable exceptions. In November 2012, an MS 68 graded 1997 D. Kennedy half dollar sold for $1,410 at a Heritage Auctions event. PCGS achieving such a high grade is exceptionally rare, and coins of this caliber are highly sought after by collectors. Higher grade coins, especially those graded MS 67 and above, command premium prices due to their pristine condition. While 19,876,000 coins were minted, the number of surviving high-grade specimens is much lower, increasing their value. Coins with minting errors, such as off-center strikes or double dies, can be more valuable due to their rarity. The 1997 D. Kennedy half dollar is a testament to the enduring legacy of President Kennedy and the artistry of U.S. coinage. While most of these coins hold modest value, those in exceptional condition or with unique characteristics can be prized additions to any collection. Always consider consulting with a professional numismatist or reputable coin dealer when evaluating or purchasing coins to ensure informed decisions. Thank you for joining us on this exploration of the 1997 D. Kennedy half dollar. If you have any questions or topics you'd like us to cover in future videos, please leave them in the comments below. We're embarking on an in-depth exploration of the 1989 D. Kennedy half dollar. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just beginning your numismatic journey, understanding the intricacies of this coin can provide valuable insights and enhance your appreciation for American coinage. The Kennedy half dollar was first introduced in 1964, serving as a tribute to President John F. Kennedy following his assassination in 1963. The coin's obverse features a portrait of Kennedy, designed by Gilroy Roberts, while the reverse showcases the presidential seal, crafted by Frank Gasparo. Over the years, the coin has undergone various compositional changes, transitioning from a 90% silver content in 1964 to a copper-nickel clad composition in subsequent years. The 1989 D. Kennedy half dollar was minted at the Denver Mint, as indicated by the D Mint mark located on the obverse side of the coin, just below Kennedy's portrait. This particular year saw a mintage of approximately 23 million coins, making it a relatively common issue within the series. Let's delve into the specific details of the 1989 D. Kennedy half dollar. The coin is composed of 75% copper and 25% nickel, bonded to a pure copper core. This clad composition was adopted post-1970 to replace the earlier silver content. The coin measures 30.6 mm in diameter. The value of any coin is significantly influenced by its condition, commonly referred to as its grade. The Sheldon scale, ranging from poor, P1, to perfect mint state, MS70, is the standard grading system used by numismatists. These coins have been used in everyday transactions and typically exhibit varying degrees of wear. In general, circulated 1989 D halves hold a value close to their face value of 50 cents, though some dealers may offer a slight premium for them. Coins that have not entered circulation and show no signs of wear are classified as uncirculated. Coins in these grades may have minor contact marks and average luster. Their value is slightly above face value, often ranging from $1 to $3. These coins exhibit fewer marks and stronger luster. They can be valued between $5 and $10. Coins at this grade are well struck with minimal imperfections. They can command prices ranging from $10 to $20. High-grade examples with exceptional eye appeal. These are scarcer and can be valued between $50 and $100. Coins in this superior grade are rare. While exact auction records for the 1989 D in MS68 are limited, similar high-grade Keenedy half-dollars have fetched prices ranging from $1,000 to $5,000, depending on market demand and specific coin attributes. While the 1989 D Keenedy half-dollar is generally common, certain high-grade specimens have garnered attention in the numismatic community. Coins in this grade are considered scarce. According to PCGS CoinFacts, the 1989 D Keenedy half-dollar is fairly easy to obtain in all circulated grades up to about MS66 condition. In MS67, it becomes much harder to find, and it's probably best to purchase one rather than searching for one. Anything grading higher than MS67 is very scarce or rare and worth a significant premium. PCGS, as with all coins, the better the condition, the higher the value. Coins with minimal wear, strong luster, and no significant marks are more desirable. While over 23 million coins were minted, high-grade specimens are less common, increasing their value among collectors. The popularity of the Keenedy half-dollar series and current market trends can influence prices. Coins from this series, especially those in superior condition, have a dedicated collector base. Errors and varieties. Coins exhibiting mint errors or unique varieties can be more valuable. For the 1989 D, known errors include: some coins are missing one of the stars on the reverse side, likely due to dye fill or polishing errors. Such coins have been valued around $7. These occur when the coin is struck with insufficient pressure, resulting in a weak or indistinct design. Depending on the severity and eye appeal, these errors can fetch higher prices. For collectors interested in the 1989 D Keenedy half-dollar, here are some tips: seek out coins in the highest grade possible. Uncirculated coins with strong luster and minimal marks are ideal. Consider having valuable coins authenticated and graded by reputable services like PCGS or NGC. A certified coin's grade can significantly impact its market value. Stay informed, keep abreast of market trends and auction results. This knowledge can guide your purchasing decisions and help you identify undervalued coins. The 1989 D Keenedy half-dollar is a fascinating piece of American numismatic history. While many of these coins are common in circulated conditions, high-grade uncirculated examples and those with notable errors can be valuable additions to any collection. As always, when collecting, prioritize the coin's condition, authenticity, and provenance to ensure a worthwhile investment. Thank you for joining us on this exploration of the 1989 D Keenedy half-dollar. If you have any questions or topics you'd like us to cover in future videos, please leave them in the comments below. We're exploring the intriguing world of the 1998 P. Keenedy half-dollar. Whether you're a seasoned collector or new to numismatics, understanding the value and significance of this coin can enhance your appreciation and potentially your collection's worth. Introduction to the 1998 P. Kennedy half-dollar. The Kennedy half-dollar series began in 1964, commemorating President John F. Kennedy. By 1998, these coins were minted primarily for collectors, as their circulation had diminished. The 1998 P variant was produced at the Philadelphia Mint, with a mintage of 15,646,000 coins. The obverse features a left-facing portrait of President Kennedy, designed by Gilroy Roberts. The reverse showcases the presidential seal, an intricate design by Frank Gasparo. The value of a 1998 P. Kennedy half-dollar depends largely on its condition, assessed using the Sheldon scale, which ranges from poor, P1, to mint state perfect, MS 70. Typically worth between 55 cents to 65 cents. These coins have been used in everyday transactions and show signs of wear. NGC coins that haven't entered circulation and lack wear. It's important to note that while these values provide a general guideline, actual market prices can vary based on factors like demand, market conditions, and individual coin characteristics. While the 1998 P. Kennedy half-dollar isn't typically associated with astronomical values, there have been notable exceptions. In January 2022, an MS 68 graded 1998 P. Kennedy half-dollar sold for $1,500 on eBay. PCGS achieving such a high grade is exceptionally rare, and coins of this caliber are highly sought after by collectors. Higher grade coins, especially those graded MS 67 and above, command premium prices due to their pristine condition. While 15,646,000 coins were minted, the number of surviving high-grade specimens is much lower, increasing their value. Fluctuations in collector interest can impact prices. Coins with minting errors, such as off-center strikes or double dies, can be more valuable due to their rarity. The 1998 P. Kennedy half-dollar is a testament to the enduring legacy of President Kennedy and the artistry of U.S. coinage. While most of these coins hold modest value, those in exceptional condition or with unique characteristics can be prized additions to any collection. Always consider consulting with a professional numismatist or reputable coin dealer when evaluating or purchasing coins to ensure informed decisions. Thank you for joining us on this exploration of the 1998 P. Kennedy half-dollar. If you have any questions or topics you'd like us to cover in future videos, please leave them in the comments below. We're embarking on an in-depth exploration of the 1990 P. Kennedy half-dollar. Whether you're a seasoned collector or new to the numismatic world, understanding the intricacies of this coin can enhance your appreciation and potentially guide your collecting endeavors. Introduction to the 1990 P. Kennedy half-dollar. The Kennedy half-dollar series was introduced in 1964 to honor President John F. Kennedy. By 1990, these coins were struck primarily for collectors, as their use in everyday transactions had diminished. The 1990 P variant was minted at the Philadelphia Mint, marking a significant year in the series. The coin's obverse features a left-facing portrait of President Kennedy, designed by Gilroy Roberts. The reverse showcases the presidential seal, an intricate design by Frank Gasparo. Key specifications include, in 1990, the Philadelphia Mint produced approximately 22,278,000 Kennedy half-dollars. While this number might seem substantial, the availability of high-grade specimens is more limited. The value of a 1990 P. Kennedy half-dollar largely depends on its condition, assessed using the Sheldon scale, which ranges from poor, P1, to mint state perfect, MS 70. Typically worth between 55 cents to 65 cents. These coins have been used in everyday transactions and show signs of wear. Coins that haven't entered circulation and lack wear. Values can vary, but they become scarcer in this grade, significantly more valuable due to their rarity in this condition. It's important to note that while these values provide a general guideline, actual market prices can vary based on factors like demand, market conditions, and individual coin characteristics. While the 1990 P. Kennedy half-dollar isn't typically associated with astronomical values, there have been notable exceptions. Coins in this grade have fetched higher prices due to their scarcity. For instance, an MS-67 graded coin has been listed with a wholesale bid of $225. Achieving such a high grade is exceptionally rare, and coins of this caliber are highly sought after by collectors. Higher grade coins, especially those graded MS-67 and above, command premium prices due to their pristine condition. While over 22 million coins were minted, the number of surviving high-grade specimens is much lower, increasing their value. Fluctuations in collector interest can impact prices. Error coins, coins with minting errors, such as off-center strikes or double dies, can be more valuable due to their rarity. For example, a 1990 P. Kennedy $half with a 15% off-center error was listed for $159.95. EBAY the 1990 P. Kennedy $half is a testament to the enduring legacy of President Kennedy and the artistry of U.S. coinage. While most of these coins hold modest value, those in exceptional condition or with unique characteristics can be prized additions to any collection. Always consider consulting with a professional numismatist or reputable coin dealer when evaluating or purchasing coins to ensure informed decisions. Thank you for joining us on this exploration of the 1990 P. Kennedy $half. If you have any questions or topics you'd like us to cover in future videos, please leave them in the comments below. Alright, fellas, let's talk money, specifically, a 1977 Kennedy $half that sold for an eye-watering $1.5 million. Yes, you heard that right. A single 50-cent piece, the kind that might be rattling around in an old dresser drawer, could make you an instant millionaire. Now, I know what you're thinking. Come on, is this for real? And trust me, I had the same reaction when I first heard about it. But after digging into the story, I realized this isn't just some internet myth. This is real money for a real coin, and today, I'm going to break it all down for you. We'll talk about what makes the 1977 no-mint mark Kennedy $half so special, how you can tell if you've got one, and what the current market looks like for these rare finds. Stick with me, because by the end of this video, you might be sprinting to check your coin collection, or even your pocket change. Before we get into the nitty-gritty, let me tell you a quick story. A few years ago, I was at a local coin shop, sifting through a box of what the dealer called junk silver. You know, those bins where you can grab coins for a couple of bucks each. Well, I found a 1977 Kennedy $half and thought, why not? It looked different, something was off about the strike, but I didn't think much of it. I paid for my little pile of coins and left. Fast forward a week, and I decided to take a closer look under a magnifier. That's when I noticed something strange. No mint mark. My heart started racing. Could this be one of those ultra-rare, high-value errors? Long story short, mine wasn't the $1 million one, but I still sold it for way more than I paid. And it got me thinking, how many people have walked past a fortune without even realizing it? That's why you need to hear this. Because the next $1 million $half could be sitting in your collection right now. So what makes this particular Kennedy $half so valuable? It all comes down to a rare minting error. Most 1977 Kennedy $half were struck at either the Philadelphia Mint, no mint mark, or the Denver Mint, D mark. But here's where it gets interesting. A tiny number of these coins were mistakenly struck without a mint mark in a way that makes them incredibly rare. Some of these coins had a misalignment, some had weak strikes, and others had variations in the metal composition. But the rarest of the rare? A specific error coin that had a unique die variety and a missing mint mark. A collector identified one of these in pristine condition, and when it went up for auction, the final bid landed at a jaw-dropping $1.50 million. Imagine finding that in your pocket change. Alright, let's get into the real treasure hunt. If you have any 1977 Kennedy $half, here's how you check if you've got a potential goldmine. Flip your coin over and check just below Kennedy's neck. If there's no mint mark at all, you're off to a good start. The $1 million version has a distinct, sharp strike that sets it apart. A weak strike won't command that kind of money, but it could still be valuable. Examine the coin's weight and metal. The ultra-rare variety has some slight deviations in its metal content. A jeweler's scale and a magnet can help you detect this. check for die varieties. Versions have doubling on the letters or unique markings near the date. If you see anything unusual, you might have a winner. If you think you've got something special, don't guess, send it to a professional grading service. Like not every 1977 no mint mark Keenedy $50 is worth millions, but many of them still fetch serious cash. These typically sell for $10 to $100, depending on where, mint state condition. Graded MS-60, MS-65 coins in this range go for $500 to $5,000. Near perfect condition, MS-66 and above. This is where things get crazy. Some have sold for $10,000 to $50,000, with extreme rarities going much higher. That one-of-a-kind, near-perfect coin with the exact error combination, $1.5 million at auction. And as more collectors hunt for these, prices are only going up. You don't have to be a hardcore collector to find valuable coins. Here are some places you might stumble across a fortune. A surprising number of valuable coins are hiding in forgotten jars. People often sell old coin collections without realizing their true value. Some collectors hunt through half-dollar rolls from the bank, and once in a while, someone finds a rare gem. Coin shows and flea markets, dealers sometimes overlook valuable errors, so always check carefully before you buy. The next $1 million Keenedy $50 could be out there right now. It might be sitting in your drawer, tucked away in a box of old coins, or even floating around in circulation. And even if you don't hit the jackpot, checking your coins could still turn up something worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars. Go grab your coin stash and start looking. And if you think you found something special, let me know in the comments. Also, if you enjoyed this video and want more coin hunting tips, hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications. I've got tons of insider knowledge to share, and you won't want to miss what's coming next.